Hi everyone, hope you all are doing well. My name is Sonam and I have qualified UGC NET in the subject management. Today we are going to start a very interesting and important topic which is product life cycle. So it was basically given by Raymond Vernon. Like we humans, a product also goes through several stages in its life. So, why do we need to understand PLC or product life cycle? It is so because in the competitive world, every organization has to adopt several strategies in every stage so that they can survive or sustain in the market for a longer time. So, therefore, it becomes very important to understand the product life cycle. So when we see the diagram, on the vertical axis we can see sales and on the horizontal there is time. We see that initially a product is developed, then it is further introduced in the market, then its growth takes place, then it matures and finally it declines. So there this graph in this graph we can see various stages. Now coming on to the detail or the strategies which are adopted in every stage, we can first see that in the development stage the product is actually developed, that is it is given the shape. Okay, so here the product is actually developed or it is produced by the organization or a company. Then introduction stage. Here the product is introduced in the market, meaning that the people are made aware of the product. So how can we make our customers aware of our product? We can do intensive promotion. Yes. Promotion includes advertisements also, sales promotion also, publicity also, right? Personal selling also. So when I talk individually about every element of promotion, so the first one if I talk about is advertisement. In advertisement what happens is that either TV ads or radio or print media is used, right? Then comes is the sales promotion. Here what the company does is that it gives various offers. What could be the offers now? They could be cash discounts, cashbacks, right? They could be rebates, they could be lottery, right? To promote the product. Then we can also use personal selling. In personal selling, what happens is there are door to door selling is done. That is, a demo is shown to the customer, and if the customer is interested, he decides to purchase the product, right? So then comes is the growth stage. In the growth stage, what happens is product is now identified by the customer. He knows about the products, right? And here the sales increases as a at a increasing pace. So what could be the strategies that can be adopted over here? See, here the focus is on mastering every P of marketing. What are those P's of marketing? Price, place, product, promotion. When I talk particularly about product, a place or distribution, here the company makes efforts to so that the product reaches very soon to the customer, right? They try to reduce the middleman because middleman also involves cost, and the plus the customer is also not that much satisfied if it reaches late to the customer. Okay, so they work on the distribution part also. They also try to work on their pricing strategies. They try to gain competitive advantage. How can we gain competitive advantage? We can do so by using Michael Porter's generic strategies also. Like he talked about differentiation of product. You make a great product. Why will people not buy it? Right? Then you can also reduce price. You can make quality product but at a cheaper price than others. So why will people not buy the product, right? Now comes is the maturity stage. What happens at maturity stage? See here, the product is product sales becomes constant. It's a very long stage. It's the most challenging among all the stages. See, what happens is the company has the company or the product has reached its maximum potential, right? Now there are certain strategies which a company can use at this stage. Either it can do nothing, it can simply see its competitor, what my competitors are doing, and then react accordingly. We also have read about game theory, so we can very well understand that in this example. Okay, then market modification also it can do. What happens in this? Here you can enter into new market segments. For example, let's talk about Johnson and Johnson. It was making baby products. Okay, then it started face wash also, so it entered a new market segment, no, the teenage segment from the kids, right? So it is entering new market segment. Then it can enter any other market segment, so that the hold in the market is carried further forward, right? Now it can also modify its marketing mix. What happens in this? Every P of marketing, whether we talk about price, place, product, promotion, they are being modified. How can we modify them? See, we can work on our pricing strategies. We can bring value pricing. What happens in value pricing? In this, customer thinks or is made to feel that he's paying less and getting more. So we very well can understand this through example of many examples are there, like Domino's. It gives home delivery in just 30 minutes, or otherwise free. So these are some of the techniques used by the companies to sustain in market for a long time. It can work on its promotion strategies also as well, right? So this is it. Then further it can also modify its product. How can we modify a product? We can simply improve the features of the product. We can add some certain feature which gives more benefit to the customer. For example, we all use smartphones, right? In smartphone, but we cannot see the screen when we go out in sunlight, so we can add a feature in which we can see in the sunlight also. So that would be a very big thing. It has not happened till now, but when it will happen, a lot of demand for those phones will increase, right? Then comes is the decline stage. Now what happens in this stage? In this stage, basically the product is shows a downward sales, meaning that the sales starts to decline. Okay, and here the company has the choice that it can either be in the market, or it can drop that product, or it can harvest the product. It completely depends on the company what it wants to do. Okay, but this is a stage in which there is nothing that much that can be done. Here the product is finally over. Okay, now what did we study today? We studied about product life cycle. Okay, and why do we need to study this? We discussed because there are certain strategies that are very important as far as to sustain in the market is concerned. So this is why we studied the product life cycle, and further we discussed at every stage we have to adopt certain strategies. And in the coming videos we'll be discussing more on all the marketing, the piece of marketing mix.